The infinite depths and lofty ideals of the Bible prove a divine author. The Bible is inexhaustible and infinite in its coverage of truth for this life and the one yet to come. Men have found it to be practical in serving every common purpose and meeting every requirement. It is universal in its appeal, reasonable in its teachings, reliable in its promise, durable in its conflicts, everlasting in its usefulness, new and modern in its statements, indispensable to human civilization, indisputable in its authority, interesting in its histories, colorful in its biographies, accurate in its prophecies, individual in its message, far-reaching in its visions, complete in its laws, comprehensive in its knowledge, infinite in its detail, unselfish in its purpose, simple in its application, just in its demands, righteous in its judgments, clear in its application, and masterful in its wisdom. No activity is ignored in its pages. In matters of government, the home, in fact, in every sphere of it is unequaled for wisdom and instruction. Nothing can be added or taken away. It gives instructions to the lawmakers and gives counsel to the magistrates. It cautions the witness, requires an impartial verdict of a jury, and furnishes the judge with the sentence. It tells the wife how to manage the home and the husband how to rule the household. It instructs in matters of courtship and wedded life. It entails honor to parents and enjoins obedience to children. It prescribes the limits, the power of a sovereign and master, and commands subjects and servants to obey. It gives direction for weddings and burials. It promises food and raiment and limits the use of both. It unveils the destiny of the dying, instructs the comforts the bereaved. It defends the rights of all and reveals vengeance to every oppressor. It is the first book, the best book, and the oldest book in the world. It contains the choicest matter, gives the best instructions, and affords the greatest pleasure and satisfaction that ever was enjoyed. It contains the best laws, the most profound revealed mysteries that have ever been planned. It exhibits life and immortality and shows the way to glory. It is a recital of all the past and a certain prediction of all that is to come. It settles all matters of debate, makes the wise foolish and the foolish wise, and detects all lies and confutes all errors. It is the most compendious book in the world, the most authentic and genuine, and the most entertaining that was ever published. It contains the most ancient antiquities, the most strange events, the most wonderful stories of love, biography, history, wars, heroic deeds, and unparalleled adventures, travels, and voyages. It describes the celestial, terrestrial, infernal world and the origin of the universe, angelic myriads, human tribes, devilish legions, and innumerable living creatures. It instructs the most accomplished mechanic, politician, scientist, historian, rhetorician, mathematician, the most learned professional, and the most learned professional in any subject. It puzzles the wisest critic, corrects the vain philosopher, confutes the vile astronomer, poses the subject sophist, and rebukes the vain and sinful. It is the complete code of laws, a perfect body of divine truth, an unequaled narrative, and the only written revelation of God to man. To understand it is to be wise, to be ignorant of it is to be destitute of divine wisdom.